Hello Leo, welcome to your soul mission reading for mid-June to mid-July 2025. It's going to be general, so take the bits that resonate and leave the other bits, okay? What doesn't resonate for you might well resonate for someone else. So, yeah, let's call in first of all, Archangels, Ascendant Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides, and our higher selves to assist with this reading today. I did also call in my guides earlier, and I also have pulled some oracle cards here for you, 3 oracle cards, and these are to sort of give you some, I guess, suggestions for some spirit guides that you might like to tap into, or energies. The other thing too that I'm endeavouring to do with the soul purpose or soul mission readings, it's kind of to replace the career readings that I was doing. What we're doing is we're kind of just really adding into that cooking pot of possibilities. Okay, so yeah, I'll just say that, because our mission or our purpose can change over time, and it can evolve and develop and grow with us. And it might be something quite simple, okay, but it can also be multifaceted as well. It might be something to do with your inner being as well as what it is that you're manifesting in the outer world with regard to how you are expressing that outward, okay. So let's look at these oracle cards here. So there seemed to be a theme here, Leo, for you around learning, okay, possibly study, and this idea of lessons, okay. Lady Portia here is talking about divine order. She works with Saint Germain, so with the violet flame, of transformation. And the violet flame is also really good to work with if you're looking to release things that aren't serving. So you're looking to transmute some low vibe energies that you sense around you or within you. Let's read the bit underneath here. It says, do what you feel is right. Excuse me. An important lesson is unfolding. So you may have a sense at the moment, Leo, that you are working through something or you're processing something in life, and it could be, with regard to a job, career, side hustle, or a business. Maybe there's some things that you are working through personally that are kind of connected in with those things. The next, you have a really powerful guide here, Melchizedek, just talking about higher learning, okay. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So maybe you are doing some meditation, Leo. Maybe you are looking inward, and or maybe you're observing some things about your life and about yourself. Maybe there's some patterns that you've identified that you are deciding maybe they're not serving you. Or maybe they're not helping you out, and you're looking to sort of study that, examine it. Because study doesn't necessarily have to be about opening a book, okay? It can be about self-reflection, it can be contemplation, it can be journaling, it can be just all stuff that's coming from inside of us, okay? It can be what Melchizedek is talking about here, but it might be a combination. Or maybe you're even looking to embark on a study program as a part of, your mission. Maybe you feel that you need to learn some more skills in a certain area, or to expand your consciousness, you're going to, study a certain thing or a group of things. The other card, energy pair here, is Lord Ganesh, a really beautiful releasing of obstacles and infinite abundance, which is just fantastic. So Lady Portia talks, is that energy there's talking about, that transformational energy, okay? And this is what, as we work through and release obstacles, that is transformative in itself, okay? Because when we release the heavy vibes, we feel lighter and we can move into different aspects of ourselves. Underneath here it says, obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So this is about your your spirit guides, your spirit team. You may even have loved ones in the spirit realm that are assisting you. okay. Yeah, and remover of obstacles. So, if any of these energies resonate, you can certainly appeal to them in your prayers and your meditations. Okay, Leo, let's see what's going to jump out here. The center of your reading. Definitely a theme of learning, study, and moving through, processing some things, I think, if that resonates for you, Leo. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of cards. Eight of Swords. The Tower, and that can be an aha moment, okay? Maybe there's something... This is always an energy of when we feel stuck, but in reality we're not as stuck as we think that we are, if that makes sense. So it's our perception that is sort of keeping us stuck in a way. So that if that resonates for you, Leo, but sometimes it can also feel as though there are energies around us that are keeping us like this, okay? And this could be about, maybe you're waking up out of that, okay? In some ways, being in this tower here, which is almost the tower of the conscious mind, okay? Sometimes the subconscious or an insight comes in and we're like, okay, we have to address the subconscious now, okay? Maybe there's some subconscious things here for you, Leo. Yeah, and there could be something underlying here as well. This is a change, okay, number 5, but it's change with regard to your passions and your creativity, okay. Queen of Pentacles could be someone, or it could be an aspect of yourself in the past where maybe you've engaged in meditation or you've connected with nature, okay, and maybe this is Spirit saying good time to revisit that. Okay, or maybe call up that person. Yeah, or maybe I always say always looks like a Celtic goddess energy to me, because we have the nature around here as well. Okay, so maybe doing some, nature work. Here we have the King of Cups, really nice energy. We'll talk about these energies in a moment in more depth. Page of Cups, another great one. 9 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I feel that there's some things that are on your mind at the moment, Leo. And the World. That is a fantastic card to end on. And wow, Justice. Yeah, we were talking about divine order a minute ago. This is about doing what you feel is right and coming into alignment with your personal truth here, Leo. Okay. Right, I'm going to pause for a moment and get back to you. Okay, Leo. I'm feeling like this is a job or a career role that you are in at the moment. I guess it could be business, but there's something about it that is basically not working for you. Okay, there's basically something about it that's not resonating, and that is making you feel as though you can't align, that you can't connect. It's making you feel like that you don't have freedom. Okay, it's making you feel restricted, and I feel like something has happened recently that either you've come to an insight or the powers that be, something around you has happened, and for example, maybe you've been laid off, maybe you've maybe the company's folded and you're no longer having to be in that situation. This is definitely like a release from this in some way, if that resonates. And definitely, probably related to work, as this is what the reading is about. Work, career, job, side hustle, business. Underneath there is this. So as a result, this is a challenge. Okay, it's going to be this change, what's happened has been a challenge for you, but I think you are rising to the occasion here, and you are going to be learning, as we had this energy here of learning and studying. Maybe you're going to be studying and honing your skills, and I think you are feeling ready and primed for this, Leo, that you're ready to kind of hone your skills here. You're also, this is an energy from the past, and I feel like you are naturally able to ground yourself as well. This could be like a meditative, grounding, earthy energy. So there could be something about working with nature or integrating that into your daily routine, okay, some nature connection, but also working with the body and paying attention to your health and well-being, okay. This talks about the physical as well, the pentacles, okay. So I think it looks like you're paying really close attention to that, which is really lovely. This is a really nurturing, supportive energy, either coming from within yourself, from your higher self, from your inner wisdom, or it's from a person, around you, or there's a spirit guide that you're tapping into that is of this energy, or it could be a combination of all of those things. You also have here, so this is probably with regard to like a career or a job change, okay, but you are doing some awesome self-care, okay, with regard to that. At the moment, you also have this beautiful nurturing energy of the King of Cups, okay. Really compassionate. I think you are holding space for yourself. If this is not a counselor that you are seeing, okay, which could be what this is representing, then you are also, holding space for yourself, for your emotions, for your creativity, for your spirituality, okay. And even though there's some rocky seas that have been going on, like around you, I guess this could be even like, like if it's regarding to job or family, okay, then you have cultivated skills, Leo, and be able to be cool, calm, and collected. Okay, you know how to align yourself. And the bottom of the deck reading was about you coming into your personal truth and achieving balance here. And I feel like this is what you're doing here, Leo. And I feel like when Melchizedek is talking about this, we're talking about the spiritual guidance coming through. I think your higher self and your spirit guides are almost collaborating with your higher self and kind of putting you, awakening your conscious mind to the higher self-guidance that's coming through, because Melchizedek is here with the higher learning and the inner study, and I think you're already doing the inner study, and I think you're being guided by your higher self. And if Melchizedek, if this guide resonates, he could certainly be working with your energy at this time, okay. Really powerful guide. Actually, also, I was reading the book here, just another quick point about Melchizedek. If you really connect to sacred geometry or different star symbols, that could be a way to meditate and just got to contemplate. Melchizedek works with those energies as well, okay. Or maybe do some drawings and, do some meditation like that if you feel you need to. Excuse me. So here, this is about you paying really close attention, Leo, to your emotions, also to your creativity and your spirituality and your intuition. Okay, I mean, in terms of if you've gone through a big change, okay, just recently with regard to work, you couldn't get better cards than these in terms of really doing the self-care and looking after your own energy here, okay. And even with regard to career, I mean, maybe you're thinking about moving into counselling or supporting others or healing work, okay. This could be talking about an art form that you're really interested in, or it could be a combination. We're going to be really getting creative in the coming years, I think, in terms of how we're going to be combining different things together and the way that we are delivering the things, these ideas and concepts to people, and what we're sharing our wisdom and insights, okay? Because once again, this is going to be in line with your unique rightness, Leo, okay? What is right for you? And it's probably going to be resonating a whole lot more than this was, okay? Now, we come to the Nine of Swords. So this could be that energy of doubt and uncertainty that creeps in, and it could be other stresses in your life that you are at times feeling overwhelmed by, okay? The flip side is what we've just looked at here. It's almost like the the challenging, awesome, challenging sandwich. Okay, you have a challenging situation that you've dealt with. You have a whole lot of awesome support, you know, inner wisdom. And you also have the stress. And we are, of course, we are human and we're going to get stressed by things. But I'm just going to grab an Oracle Angel Tarot card here just for this Nine of Swords. Because I feel like this could be something that's, you know, this Nine of Swords could be either not your energy, or it could be that if you have a whole lot of ideas and things that you feel, you know, how sometimes we can feel so inspired, but we're so full and we don't know what to do with all that energy. Maybe this might be suggesting to you to start journaling, start writing, start talking, start, that's literally why I started this tarot channel, because I just had to start talking about stuff. So, you know, recording yourself talking, or talking to a counsellor, which we have just mentioned there. Excuse me. I keep thinking I need to stop the video, but anyway, this could also be talking about work-life balance for you, Leo. So, you know, maybe getting some counselling around work-life balance, if that resonates, if you feel that's something that you need to be looking at. Right, I'm going to grab that one off the top there for you. Wow, the World. And this is interesting because you also have the World. And Leo, this is actually, excuse me, I'm just going to have to pause and cough. You have doubled up on the World here. So if this has felt literally like your world's come crashing down a little bit, okay, you're going to be rebuilding it because you have it within you. You know, I mean, you wouldn't be here on earth at this time if you didn't have some awesome inner strength, okay, and creative abilities, co-creator abilities here. You are extremely resilient and strong, maybe more so than you think. World talks about a nice balance of responsibility and freedom, of dealing with physical, practical matters, as well as feeling that you are expressing your spirituality and your creativity at the same time in your life. Okay, let's read what it says underneath here. Archangel Michael. Well, that's awesome. That is a fantastic spirit guide as well that you can call on, okay, to assist you, particularly with protection, if you feel like you need help with boundaries. A job well done, it says. Joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So whatever you have been doing here, Leo, is that you have learnt a whole lot of stuff. This state, people underestimate this. Like, this can actually be, if you're in that energy for a lot of years, do you know how much wisdom and understanding you have in terms of what suffering is about and how to release, how to move out of that? It's freaking amazing. Okay, this is a really, people might say, well, this is, weakness because you can't do anything. But it's actually, there's a whole lot of strength here. See how she's clothed in red? There's a whole lot of passion, inspiration, and creativity just waiting to be put out there, okay? And this is what you have here, Leo. You also have here, you are the red clothed person in meditation, in earth connection, in spirit connection as well. And here you are, blazing your sword of truth with imbalance. Okay, this is what's going to be happening for you, Leo, as you move forward. Now, this was to clarify this. So it's about, if you find yourself in this energy here, excuse me, which can be a little bit like focusing on negatives, focusing on doubts, allowing doubts to overwhelm, and anxieties and confusion. It might be about a suggestion from Spirit to say, well, let's shift the consciousness. Let's shift your state of consciousness. Let's grab some paper and a pen. Let's write out all of your life achievements. Let's write out the things that you are good at. Let's call in we could even use, like music to shift your frequency. Let's shift your frequency using colour or image. Okay, this is about mastery. Okay, so what Spirit's sort of saying as well is that We're going to have lapses into this. Okay, we're going to lapse into that. But it's this realizing that this is a temporary energy, okay, and that you have mastery over that, and you can, through changing your environment, changing your experiences, changing what you're seeing, what you're taking in with your senses, you can shift your frequency, okay. 2-1 of mastery. And here we have 3 of Swords, which is, this could be an energy around you. Maybe there's someone that's in need of healing, okay, and maybe this is what you are concerned about. Okay, and we're going to grab another, let's grab another angel card for that as well. Because, yeah, especially if that's, you know, someone that you are close to, sometimes the energies of people that we are close to can actually affect our energy a bit. Archangel Raphael, a beautiful healing energy to clarify the 3 of, which is in need of healing. This is the card of healing as well. Underneath it says, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions and good health. So this is about looking after your health and well-being. Okay, maybe looking at some boundaries if you need. And yeah, and this is also, so if this is a person or an energy here that you feel is in need of healing, this could be about helping them to move into, or for yourself, the 10 of Water, okay, which says, which is 10 of Cups, okay, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So it's about really for you to find emotional support, okay, so that you, Leo, can fill your cup up, your emotional cup, okay, your feelings of abundance. And maybe slowly over time, maybe assisting this other person to do the same, okay, but really paying close attention to your own health and well-being here as well, okay. Archangel Raphael, well, we have the big guns here at the moment, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, in terms of healing, okay, beautiful archangel energies, you know, to please call upon if you, in your meditations and your prayers, if you need assistance, okay, because I have a feeling, Leo, that this is no small thing that you're dealing with here, okay, but you have such, you know, a really beautiful energies around you and within you that are assisting you at this time. And as we've said, yes, spiritual support and connection are increasing. So keep tapping into your spiritual supports and through your meditations. And yeah, I feel like the lesson that's unfolding here is perhaps along the lines of boundaries here for you, Leo. Okay. I feel like you have a big heart and you want to help, but you also need to be, and this is, you know, activating with logic, reason, but also compassion and understanding. So doing things with love for yourself as well as others, okay? And this is the Queen of Swords. This is the energy that you are hoping to move into. You are wanting to, I think, be firm but loving at the same time, okay? If that resonates. And here we have that beautiful World card to finish here for you, Leo, which is, you know, we just mentioned, is that balance between, you know, freedom and responsibility, you know, feeling like spiritually and materially that you're covered, okay, that you can be yourself and that you have the supports around you here. And that's really just an awesome card to end on. I've just been guided to look at the bottom of the deck here. Wow. Boom. Archangel Metatron. Now, Metatron and Melchizedek are really powerful energies, Leo. So if you feel like you're going through something really major, or you've just been through something major and you're still going through something major, please call on these guides, okay? Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower and public recognition. Well, I think at the moment you are acknowledging an important achievement, okay, that you have done, even if it's just having to move through this energy, and the way that you're supporting yourself is just awesome. But you're also having to apply self-discipline and willpower at the moment. And if you need help with that, you know, please call on Archangel Metatron. But that's just, and the Chariot too, that's a really awesome energy of change, moving forward with full spiritual support. I'm getting chills right now. You know, you have full spiritual support here, Leo, okay? Yeah, so much support like you wouldn't believe. I think we're going to wrap it up there, but you know, this is, see, connecting to spirit here and really connecting down to earth, but also doing this in balance, okay? Really awesome energy. Hope that's been helpful. Look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, great week, and I'll see you again soon.